What's going on, you guys? Peace and love eternal unto divine beings. What's going on? This is going to be my second attempt at doing this reading. Okay? Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Please be with me as I prepare to do this reading for Miss Jolissa Fuentes. Please be with me. Please protect and cover this live stream. Please do not, under any circumstances, allow for them to mess with this technologically. I block, bind, and banish any and all technological interference to this live stream. I say an extra added prayer of protection. May the messages come through clear and concise by the power of the divine Holy Spirit. I welcome in Jolissa Fuentes and her guides at this time to help me channel the messages that we had out here previous. Okay, y'all, I was an hour in. Thank you. Asheo Amen. I was an hour in. Okay, I was an hour into Miss Jolissa Fuentes' reading and the feed was cut. Okay, crazy part is I checked the live stream because I see them messing with the feed when we were live. I didn't notice. I noticed the sound being a little wonky, but I heard myself clear, so I didn't think nothing else of it. When I checked the live stream after realizing the feed got cut, when I went back to check the video, I noticed there was a whole sound anomaly the entire time I did the first reading. Okay, so we're getting ready to do this again. I'm going to break down everything that came out the first time, and then I'm going to pray that the messages come through clear and concise, and that hopefully this one sticks. Okay? First of all, there was a lot going on revolving around Miss Jolissa Fuentes' case. Now, you might be thinking, how could that be so? Simple open shut case. They saying it was just a one-car accident. She veered off a cliff, and that was that. That's the narrative that they're pushing. But that is not the case. There is more to this case. Okay. I only read one article before doing this reading. Okay. I posted it to the community board a little over a month ago. Okay. And what I noticed in that article was the fact that they had already been searching in the area for her and had been successful in a search group, and then a detective goes back by himself and all of a sudden gets lucky and discovers this car that went off the cliff, and supposedly it's her car and it was her and all like this. This is a narrative that they are pushing. There is, of course, more to the story. Okay, so I'm getting ready to drop the camera here. I have the original cards and everything because, like I said, I was an hour into that reading when the feed got cut. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to take the whole hour and dissect everything again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the camera and give you guys the quick rundown of everything that she told me and everything that was coming out the first time. Okay, I kept the cards and everything that came out here the first time as a bit of proof, because when I was channeling, okay, the information, the let's just say the impression that I got was that she went to meet somebody or was out with friends, or may have even quite possibly, was planning to go dancing. I don't know if there was a party or get together, or if she got up with someone she had been dating. Okay, but she got up with someone and met someone. I also had the feeling of her at some point having been involved in a traffic stop. Now, it came out in the reading that the traffic stop may not have been that day she went missing or that day she departed the earth realm. that some of this has been going on with her. She started noticing certain things going on around May. There were certain people that was coming into her life, or certain people that she had met or had been dealing with, and she was beginning to notice certain things about certain people. Okay, there is also spell work or black magic involved in this case. And it's crazy because they're pushing it as a simple car accident, right? Well, let me tell you why there's black magic involved in this case. You see this energy of the crone right here? Here's what tipped me off to the fact that there is, in fact, black magic being involved in this case. It's card number 13. Okay. The crone is one of a trifecta in this deck. The crone, there's the maiden, the mother, and the crone. The maiden is the woman before she becomes a mother, and then, mother, that's self explanatory. But then this energy of the crone is a woman in her old age. It also represents old sage wisdom. But here's the thing with this energy of the crone. You see this black crow here? Okay. There was an elder feminine energy around her. Okay. Perhaps a spiritualist or a witch doctor type or whatever. There was a practitioner that was hired, okay, to watch her. Okay. This person was also trying to send people in at her to try to influence her too. Okay. This young lady, she was a very forgiving young lady, very compassionate, very smart and intelligent, very loving. Okay. Very caring, very much looking out for others, and that whole type of a thing. Okay. And whatever this is, there's six of wands out here. Okay. This lets me know she was working towards something. She was working to hit some sort of a milestone. Okay? I don't know if this is with work or with school, but she had recently hit a big milestone, or she was making a progression towards either her life's purpose or her life's work or whatever it is she was working on. She was making progress with it. Okay? She also was very spiritually gifted. Okay, she was very intuitive in her own right. Okay, she maybe didn't know of all her power or what have you yet. Okay, but she was very gifted. She was, in fact, very powerful. Okay, I confirm with the pendulum. Okay, I'll do the pendulum swings over again. But I did, in fact, confirm with the pendulum that there was some sort of altercation. There was some words that she exchanged with somebody that she had been dating or possibly seeing. Okay, we have the King of Cups out here 2 times. Once in the playing deck here. Then there's a King of Cups that came out here actually in the tarot. And then there's a lot of kings. Okay, there's a lot of masculine energy in this entire spread. Okay, for me, it's confirmed that there's a father energy involved, or a father energy that possibly hired the practitioner, or knows the spiritualist, or was sending people in towards her to date her. Okay, they were sending people in towards her to date her. They were trying to, because you got all these king energy and all these knights, they were trying to depict her as like, you know, a whoremonger or a Jezebel's energy. They was trying to make it seem like, oh, she was a hoe. You see what I'm saying? They were trying to control the narrative in regards to her. There was also, they were sending these masculines in at her to try to do spell work on her. They were sending these masculines in there to do love spells on her, to try to derail her from her success or from the progress that she was making, either with work or involving money. She has the Ten of Pentacles out here. There's something definitely involving money, because you got the Ten of Pentacles, You have a Two of Pentacles and a Four of Pentacles. So they was trying to cause burdens, or trying to make her juggle something financially, or they had a problem with whatever it was she was doing, or however it was she made money. Okay, whatever the case is. All right. But it was confirmed for me that somebody she was seeing did, in fact, try to sexually assault her. Okay? Somebody could have been putting Mickeys in drinks. It's a lot of cups out here. Somebody tried to, in fact, drug her or get her sick. Okay? Somebody was playing mind games with her. Okay? There was, in fact, a traffic stop or something involving a car. There was a near death experience involving a car before she even went missing. Okay? Like I said, there's something going on surrounding her missing date, or between the time she was found, and like I said, some things were being revealed to her back in May. Okay? There was mind games being played, people trying to cause conflict or challenges for her. She had got into it with somebody and then forgave them. Okay? Whether it was this person she was dating, or this father energy. Okay? I'm gonna take you row by row, and then I will confirm again with the pendulum. Then I'm gonna show y'all. Then I'm gonna show y'all these. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. These are cards from my Candle Morte Oracle that came out the deck when the feed was cut. Okay, and then I'll confirm with the pendulum. Then I'll take all of this up, and we will do it all over. Okay. I just want to explain to you guys what's out here. Let me try to get y'all in maybe a little bit closer. Okay. First row here that we're going to take a look at. You have a Three of Swords energy. Okay. Five of Swords. The Sun. Okay. The Sun. And Four of Pentacles. Let me show you. Three of Swords came out in reverse in the playing deck, but you have the Five of Swords, the Sun, and the Four of Pentacles. Somebody around her was playing mind games with her. They were trying to, I don't like it. These are people around her that were determined to try to stop her from being happy, try to hold her back from what it was that made her happy. Okay. Or this was people around her constantly trying to do things to upset her or harm her or break her heart on purpose, so that she would become guarded or defensive to what it is that truly makes her happy, or stop doing something that made her truly happy. Okay? There was that going on. Some For someone, the attention that she was receiving, okay, her attractiveness, the attention she was receiving, her hitting certain milestones, and her being intuitive, all of that was an issue for someone here, or multiple people. King of Wands, King of Cups with a Knight of Cups. Okay, you have the Six of Wands here on the table, but you have the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Wands. This is where I notice something's up. Something's up here with masculine energy. Okay? Something's up with the masculine energies around her. There's masculine energies. I don't know if they were intimidated of her power. Like I said, I don't know if this witch doctor energy was trying to use these masculine energies to harness her youth or harness her power up off of her. Okay? Or whatever the case is. But her ancestors, angels, and guides was revealing to her the mind games that people was playing. Okay, and with this King of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Wands, This could very well have something to do with a father energy. Okay, this also has something to do with someone that she was dating as well. Okay, somebody that she was dating either tried to, either like her being attractive or her looking good when she go out, that kind of thing could have been an issue for this person. Or somebody came at her putting on like they were very loving or wanted a successful committed relationship, or someone came in trying to woo her, but then she found out it was all about sex. Okay, somebody was trying to get her to engage sexually in efforts to try to hold her back. Somebody was trying to get her to engage sexually. Why? So that they would be able to get her caught up or hung up in some manner. Okay? With the hangman, there goes the same crow energy again. Crow here, crow here. Okay? Same crow energy again. Okay? Hangman, chariot, knave of pentacles. Or the page of pentacles, knave of pentacles. You have the King of Cups again out here twice, okay? With the Hangman, the Chariot, and the Knave of Pentacles. Okay, she could have been dealing with a Leo person, or this could be just out here because she was dealing with this during Leo season. She could have been dealing with a water sign person. I strongly feel like the person she could have been dating or seeing had a strong water placement, or she do. Okay, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are all out here and prevalent on this table. Okay, however, what I will say, heavy on the Scorpio, heavy on the Cancer. Well, shit, all water signs. There was a traffic stop before. Like I said, not the day she went missing or whatever, or not the incident surrounding her going missing. But there was an incident involving a car previously. Okay, car, before the car that they claimed they found was her car and she veered off the road. A few months before that, there was another near-death experience. You have death actually out here in the next row. There was a near-death experience involving a car before this incident of her car, quote unquote, being found. Okay. Somebody could have also been paid to tamper with her car or do something to her car as well. Okay. And like I said previously, not only was there another near-death experience involving a car, there was actually somebody that stopped her or pulled her over. Okay, she was involved in a traffic stop before that. It was like she got into it with whoever it was she was dating, or quite possibly a family member, and stormed off hastily. And all of a sudden, she was being pulled over. It's because there was multiple masculine energies working together to try to play mind games, to try to scare her or get her caught up in some manner. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Was the person that she was dating one of these young men that was sent in towards her? Did they work on cars, or are they a mechanic, or did they work on cars? Okay, or is his father a mechanic? Did he work on cars? There was something here about masculines messaging each other. Okay, anytime she left or went somewhere or got in and out of a car. Okay, you also have the Knight of Wands here, the Death energy, the King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Death energy, King of Swords. Okay, for me, she tried to end a connection with somebody that she was talking to, and they got pissed off. Okay, she was holding back, she was abstaining. People kept rushing in at her, trying to get her to have sex and shit like this, or she didn't want to have sex with this person no more, or deal with this person in this way no more. Okay, She could have told them, no, this is over. Okay. Yeah, she brought something to an end. She communicated that she wanted to end this situation with whoever it was she was seeing. And they couldn't take it, couldn't handle it, got pissed off. They were watching her, getting mad at the attention that she get. She could have been dating a narcissist, or she could have been dealing with a father that was narcissistic, didn't want her dating people, or I don't know what the fuck this was, but it was something like that about masculine energies trying to control her. And then not only that, but trying to have access to her sexually. Somebody was trying to pull her energy up off of her. Okay? Five of Wands here with the Six of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Five of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. Okay? Somebody was trying to come in and disrupt her focus, take it up off of her money. Somebody didn't want her prioritizing herself or her own finances. Her ancestors, angels, and guides came through and dropped a dime about these conflicts that it was that people was trying to cause. Okay, somebody in fact did try to sexually assault her at someone else's behest, or someone was paid to tamper with her car, or somebody was paid to come in and hurt. Somebody was paid to come in to date her and possibly hurt her. Somebody was paid to come in to try to sexually assault her, or somebody was paid to come in and do spell work, or somebody was paid to come in and tamper and mess with her car. There's multiple masculines that was in cahoots here. Okay? And you want to know how I know? Hold one moment. Check what came out when the feed got cut. It was murder for hire. GOV is heavily involved. Why? Because she had the street buzzings, or she was a hood star, or she was popular. Again, it was something about the attention she was getting. People don't believe that these kinds of things are possible, but they happen every day to divine beings. Okay? It's very much possible. Okay? Very much possible. For, I don't know what her relationship was with her father. This could also be about a child's father that didn't like the kind of attention that she was getting as well. But overall, I feel like this could be involving her family, okay? A masculine in her family hiring other people outside of her, trying to gain control over her, okay? And not only that, but like I said, there was some sort of practitioner involved here. With this chrome, there was an older woman around her here that could have helped her with her powers, or could have helped her understand her psychic gifts, but instead was being paid off by one of these masculines, okay, to try to help siphon her power or her energy, okay, to the bait. Somebody was blackmailed or framed. Somebody was blackmailed or framed. People were being paid off in regards to this case. Somebody was blackmailed or framed or basically made to come in to try to do something to her or play these mind games with her, or somebody was blackmailed or framed to lie and said it happened the one way when really it was a whole nother story. She did not. I'm going to confirm it again with the pendulum at the end, but she did not die in no car crash. They staged that whole thing. There could be something here also involving a dad, an uncle. My King of Wands is the uncle energy, okay? If I don't see a King of Pentacles, when I see the King of Cups is like a father energy. The King of Wands could also be something like an uncle, okay? Look what we got coming out here. So it looked like you have one family member or one somebody that knew her framing another family member. Okay? All because she had divine favor over her life. They have been trying to do this to her for years. They have been doing stuff to her since she turned 13 years old. Somebody had been doing this for almost a decade to this young lady. Sending people in to talk to her, to break her heart, doing little shit to try to diminish her confidence. Sending masculines in to talk to her, but they doing love spells on her to try to get her distracted from her work or distracted from school or whatever. Look at what's coming out here, man. Pay by love when it take a hit. Somebody paid somebody to roofie her. She was, in fact, at some point sexually assaulted. At some point, she was sexually assaulted. Not only that, she got into it. One of these people, or called them out for playing mind games on her. She stormed away hastily, right? They must have got the messaging and calling and texting back and forth when she stormed away. And then they got her pulled over. Okay? So somebody was watching her. Okay? These masculine energies, they will be talking or texting. She found out with the mind games that one of them was playing with her, or they also tried to drug her or something like that. Somebody was putting stuff in her drinks when she went out with people. Her guides was telling her everything. You see what I'm saying? Look, someone I know paid someone to cause me harm. Somebody had been getting paid to cause her harm for a while. Ever since she turned 13 years old. There's somebody that's connected to her that's a spiritualist. There's somebody that was connected to her or her, possibly by family, to do spell work on her or to send people in to talk to her, to hurt her, and shit like this. They have been doing this for a long time. Murder for hire, paid by loved one to take a hit, along with somebody being framed. Okay? All because they couldn't accept who she was. Huh? She had a divine purpose or a divine favor over her life. Huh? She was doing the best that she could, and people refused to see it or acknowledge it, no matter what it was she did. Huh? Total lies, total facts being misrepresented in this case. She did not perish in no car. Okay? They were trying to, there had been a near-death experience previously involving a car. They had tried to take her out in a car. Somebody could have tried to sexually assault her in a car as well. They tried to drug her or was doing stuff to try to get her sick. They was doing everything they could to interfere with her purpose. Why? For money? Because they couldn't accept she was going to be the boss. They couldn't accept she was the one going to be making the money. They couldn't accept she was the one that was going to be the head or the leader in regards to the family. Somebody was also, she was picking up. They had did this shit to someone else before. Her guides with the Six of Swords, her guides was tipping her off. There's people in her family that do this shit to cause conflict to other family members. Her guides was revealing to her stuff that happened either when an uncle passed or when another family member passed. Her ancestral angels and guides was telling her, you know, that accident your uncle such and so was in, that was set up. She had passed on loved ones coming to her and bringing her information because they knew what the people was trying to do. Okay? Don't know if someone in the family is involved with law enforcement or is law enforcement. Okay? But there seems to be a tie where either the person that she was connected was involved in law enforcement, or quite possibly a dad, an uncle, or someone in her family is law enforcement. She was being watched. She was being watched every time she left the house. She got into an argument with one of them one time, and somebody shortly after she left pulled her over. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like this that they was doing to try to fuck with her mentally, to basically let her know, yeah, we watching you. You can't talk to none of these guys in this town. You don't know if they were sent by us or not. Somebody did something though. Somebody did in fact try to hurt her, harm her, fight with her, or sexually assault her. Something like that definitely took place. And this keeps coming back to the top. Keeps coming back to the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up. And guess what? I'm going to pull it from a whole nother deck. We will confirm with a whole different deck now. We will get more insight with a whole different deck. And then we'll conclude with the pendulum swings. Okay? I will be coming back to do maybe a part 2 of this reading. Okay, I'm going to go into a meditation and see maybe if I can pull some more information or try to get more of the storyline. So I'll probably be back with a part 2, especially since this cut off. Okay, the first time. Divine Holy Spirit of love and light, ancestors, angels, and guides. For Miss Jolissa Fuentes, what was the energy she was in around the time she went missing? She was over that shit. Like I said, she was being tipped off by her ancestors, angels, and guides. People was trying to put shit in the drinks or just send anybody her way or offer her anything. Whatever it was that happened to her previous, she was so tired of that shit. Okay? Look at this. When I say it could have been involving a family member like a father, this is what I'm saying. Because you got the Emperor right here too. The Emperor with the King of Pentacles. She was over it. She was done. Tired of people doing shit to try to hurt her on purpose and shit like this. She knew. Anytime she was making progress or experiencing some sort of success, here they came with some bullshit to try to get her to stop doing what she loved to do or stop doing what it was she was passionate about. Okay? What was the obstacle, worry, or blockage here in regards to her? 3 of Swords comes out here, man, in a tarot. It's already here on the table. She got tired of them trying to always hurt her or break her heart or trying to invent some new scheme or some new, send in some new person or some new scheme or some new something, all to break her heart, bro. All because they couldn't stand what the kind of attention she attracts. People she loved trying to actively do shit to hurt her or stop her from experiencing victory and success in her life. Actively doing shit to backstab and betray her, but then talking about some everything is fine. Or forcing her to be in situations where she got to pretend like everything is cool. Meanwhile, everybody was doing everything they could to try to hurt her. This was being planned. You don't believe me that spell work and shit was being involved and that this was planned? The devil with the 2 of Wands. This is a bunch of narcissistic ass people or people. They were planning. Oh my God. They wanted her to think everything was cool and everything was fine. She talking to these people whenever she upset or depressed, but these people was the ones sending this energy towards her. Or this older woman she was confiding in, okay, was a friend of her father's. Okay? And there's something up here with a toxic connection, okay? Or somebody was, oh, Lord. Did they plan to offer this child up to a demonic energy or entity? Or they were doing this shit to try to connect her to a demonic energy or a demonic entity. They were trying to connect lower level energies to her. Or this was a plan that was put together by a bunch of toxic ass people. Okay? What's the devil, Holy Spirit? Tower. You see it pop out like that? Tower with the three of swords. Huh? Whatever her life purpose entail or whatever this was she was passionate about doing would have brought tower moments for these devils, or did bring tower moments to these devil energies. Or how about they was trying to attach negative energies to her or send negative energies her way to cause tower moments, huh? To get her to juggle basically the progress she was making in her life, the progress towards success that she was making in her life. They wanted her to fuck that up, or they wanted her to juggle that. So they were sending in a bunch of toxic ass people towards her. Okay? Planned. Two of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody had this elaborate plan or whatever like this to take her out for money. This is here with the Four of Swords. We got the Four of Swords with the Devil and the Two of Wands. That is a plan to take somebody out. This is an evil motherfucker that came up with a plan to take her out for some money. Yes, this person is tied to her family, or yes, this family hired this spiritualist, knows the spiritualist, or the family was doing dark magic against their own fucking relative. Three of Pentacles. Hiring folk, paying folk to come in and talk to her to try to convince her everything was fine. Meanwhile, she knew what they were trying to do. Holy fuck, they even did shit to get her sick. A family member or a lover, they tried to do something on purpose to make her sick or do something to affect her health. Like I said, somebody could have drugged her drink or was putting shit in her drink to make her sick. Huh? Or somebody tried to give her COVID on purpose. They tried to take her out with COVID, or was hoping. Four of Swords and the Three of Swords, that's seven swords. People were actively trying to break this young lady's heart. They was actively trying to make her sick. They was actively betraying her, huh? Or doing shit to make her sick or impact her health. But want to sit up in her face like everything is cool. Six of Wands. All because they was mad. She stood to be successful. Do you understand? The devil with the tower with the Six of Wands. This is great success in an industry, or great success on whatever this is that she was working towards. She could have been cutting out or cutting off toxic people, trying to focus on these new opportunities that the divine was presenting to her. Okay? And then meanwhile, here you come. She experiencing or getting ready to experience this victory or success. This is how no spell work and stuff was being done. Somebody was spying on her spiritually. Somebody found out she was going to have this victory or success, or stood to inherit, or would have a lot of money, or would be very successful, or be very well known. Somebody was spying on her and got the dime on her destiny, and mad. They mad because it couldn't be them. Five of Cups. In her face. Acting like everything cool. Acting like everything fine. Huh? This water sign wouldn't want to be them. These people that were working together, 3 to 5 different people. was working together to do things to harm this young lady on purpose. Now they conscience is eating them alive. Guilty conscience. They can't focus at work. They can't focus on their loved ones. It's because she's haunting them. Her and her ancestors is in their ass. I would be too. They were happy as long as she was alive and shit, and they kept doing this shit to her. That was cool. That was fine. That was dandy. Now they in some sort of regrets. Somebody is in regrets in regards to taking a payout for whatever they did to her. They're being haunted by their own conscience. 6 of Cups with the 8 of Cups. They have been doing this to her since she was young. I'm not making it up. 6 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords. They have been doing shit to betray her and was trying to do shit to make her sick ever since she was 13 years old. Didn't I say that earlier? Ever since she was young, people have been giving her shit or putting shit in her drinks to make her, trying to make her weak, trying to make her docile. Somebody was trying to keep her spiritual gifts from awakening. But we're going through a great awakening. You can't keep the spiritual gifts from awakening and the whole fucking collective going through a great awakening. She was trying to figure out how to leave. And somebody figured out that she was planning to leave. She was planning to move. She was trying to leave or she was planning to move. So then they hatched this whole little plan to hold her back from leaving. To fulfill whatever contract, whatever cyclical contract. She went within. She soul searched on that shit. She figured out she was more powerful on her own. She was planning to leave. She pulling the emperor and the empress at the same time. She is pulling the emperor and the empress at the exact same time. She went within. She had discovered her power. What you mean? She was planning to leave. She figured out what was going on. She was planning to leave. This child was a divine being. She pulling the emperor and the empress. She was taking charge of herself. She was taking charge of her life after she figured out what was going on. And I hate to be like, oh, this involved her parents, but I'm so sorry. So sorry. Yes, it do. And if they don't see justice as far as behind bars, this is where they're at in their mind. 8 of Swords. They all locked up mentally. They all depressed. They all wishing they could leave the planet now. Or they will. Because how dare you do this to a divine being? This child was loving. She wanted everybody to be happy. She just wanted to live her life and be happy. Why the fuck couldn't you allow her to be happy? 2 of Cups. They was trying to keep her from a true love. They found out she was a divine being. The lovers, death. They were trying to keep her from true love. They found out she was a divine being. It was going to have a true divine counterpart. They was going to be abundant and prosperous. And they wanted to end that shit because they couldn't have it. They made the choice to do this to her. And then not only that, they were sending different lovers in at her. And then using them lovers to try to pull energy up off of her or do shit to make her sad or depressed on purpose. They did this shit trying to kill her light, trying to kill her joy. They did this shit on purpose. And this whole shit about the car and the cliff and all of that shit. It's a story. It is a fake. That is not what happened to her. They came up with that story, that little scenario after she died. One of them detectives or somebody rolled that car down the fucking cliff. That is not how she passed on. She was making a choice to go towards what she truly loved in life. She had cut off certain people. She was owning who she truly was. She was stepping into her power as this empress. Huh? And they wanted that power. They wanted that energy from her. And she found out intuitively what they were doing. She found out intuitively about the death contracts that have been put out on other family members. She found out or even potentially had proof. They could have did this to her because she could have got them locked up at some point. She was hella intuitive. She was a healer. High priestess with the star. They knew who the fuck she was. Two of Swords with this chariot. Oh, and the Knight of Wands. That's what I'm saying. And they trying to hide the truth. They don't want people to know the truth. The detective talking about some, oh, I just got lucky. We discovered the car. No, y'all put the car down there. Y'all were covering this shit up. Temperance angel, though. The temperance angel is here helping to wrap up this karmic cycle because this is karmic what happened to her. Okay. It really is. These family members or these people like this that was doing this to her, if they don't see 3D justice or as far as the legal system, they are experiencing karmic justice in their own lives. These people quite possibly have lost traveling grace. I wouldn't even get in the car if I were these people. Because they can't get foot or set foot in a car without thinking about this young lady. Queen of Pentacles here. Wheel of Fortune. She stood. I don't know if she had money. I don't know if they had a big insurance policy on her and they would make a lot of money if she died and they could make it look like an accident or whatever like this. But this young lady was going to be so successful. The divine had big plans for her. Like, how dare they? She was super intuitive. She was meant to heal like her whole fucking generation. These family members, they're losing money now. These family members, these relatives, these people that took these payoffs, they losing money. Their life has become a living nightmare and shit like this, or she's haunting them, or they being haunted by their own conscience. For what they did to this young lady, for the actions that they took against her. Whoever this King of Cup person is, man. I mean, is her dad a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Piscean? Whoever the fuck this was, or is this who she was dating? Whoever this was that did this shit for money or is paying people money to do this to this young lady, good luck. They know law enforcement or one of the family members is involved in law enforcement. The sun and the moon. They're actively trying to keep the truth from coming out or the truth from being discovered. They were also trying to cast illusions at this young lady to keep her from living her life, to keep her from being happy. They had also been casting illusions against this young lady since she was a child. Trying to attach negative entities and shit to her since she was a child. I ain't gonna say it have to do with a father figure. I ain't gonna say it have to do with a father figure. I'm just gonna hold this shit up. The star, man. The sun, the moon, and the stars. The sun, the moon, and the star. Did they do this to her when they did it because there was a particular galactic alignment? She went missing August 8th. She went missing during Leo Lionsgate. She went missing during a major galactic alignment, bruh. She went missing on like a moon or full moon or some shit like that, bruh. This was ritualistic, bruh. They tried to sacrifice her to some energy, offer her to some energy so that they could usurp. They did all of this to try to usurp the money, the success, the fame, or the wish fulfillment that she was assured to have. And spent this whole story, spent this whole little narrative. Nine of Cups. I can't make it up. There will be justice. The divine is gonna bring in justice. She was one of the divine's children. They are getting karma. They are getting justice right now. You want to play mind games with her? Do this shit to slow up her money? Have lovers betraying her or break her heart and shit like that? She couldn't be in charge of her own life? Okay. Now people is backstabbing and betraying these people. Now people gonna backstab and betray them. Now they gotta worry about people trying to drug them. Now they gotta worry about these negative energy attachments because when she transitioned, now all these negative energy attachments, guess where they're going? Back to whoever the fuck was casting them and giving them out in the first place. Yes, this King of Cups is experiencing great burdens. This King of Cups is experiencing great burdens here. They may get caught up for this. If they don't get caught up for this, they're gonna get caught up for something else. That dad could be a water sign person, and the person she was dating could have been working with the dad could have also been a water sign person. Okay. And that detective straight up lied. Or that trooper or whatever. Lord, that trooper or these people that was working this case, you might start hearing about things that happened to that trooper or things that happened to people that worked this case or worked the government cover up involving this case. The family member or these people involved that had set this plan up, the trooper, the detectives, all of them motherfuckers, they better hope they don't die in car accidents. They better hope that they don't get sick. There's gonna be karmic justice had for Miss Jolissa Fuentes. It's already happening. It's already happening. I just want to depart with some pendulum swings. Just to confirm the messages that we got here this evening. Jolissa Fuentes was in fact here with us in spirit. Okay? The forward and back is my yes. Okay? When it swings forward and back like so, that is my yes. Okay? Now show them my no, please, Holy Spirit. Show them my no swing, please. Okay, so that's my no swing from side to side. You see how it's swinging from side to side now? So my yes is forward and back, and my no is from side to side. Okay, you see that? All right. Divine Holy Spirit, of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Miss Jolissa Fuentes did, in fact, depart the earth plane. She is, in fact, deceased. Okay? She is, in fact, deceased. Did she die the way that they say she died? Did she die in that car? Did she die in that car or die resulting a car crash? Did she die in that car or die resulting a car crash? The injuries that caused her departure had nothing to do with a car crash. Do you see this? Okay. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Yo, Lisa, was your father involved? Was your father involved in this? Did your father hire the practitioner? Or is he the practitioner? He could be the practitioner himself. This father is the practitioner or hired a practitioner. Okay. Holy snap. I just heard something about a grandmother. Am I right that I just heard something about a grandmother? Is the practitioner a grandmother? Is the high priestess or the practitioner, whoever was casting dark magic, is this a grandmother? You see that, right? I just heard grandmother out of nowhere. Okay. So there you have it. They're all under judgment now, though. You're being issued karmic judgment, or karmic judgment is being rendered on your behalf. Yes. Are things happening now to these people? Things are happening to these people. This father thought he wanted all of this attention. He does not. This father is in fact depressed now, or whoever this is to her, related to her, this lover energy. Everybody's depressed now. And it's crazy because her death is the outcome they wanted, but now they're all depressed. Now they're all depressed and wishing for their deaths. Now they're all depressed and wishing for their own deaths. You see that? So the GOV and the powers that be were involved in a cover up regarding your case. The GOV and the powers that be were involved in the cover up of your case because one of the detectives working your case knows your family members. You see this, right? They were sending people in towards you. You had been stopped by cops in the past. You had experienced a near-death experience in the past. These love interests that came in towards you came in with an agenda, and you found out they were doing love spells on you. Your ancestors, angels, and guides tipped you off to the fact that spell work was being used to try to stop you. You had been sexually assaulted by one of these people. You had been abused. You were being physically abused. She was being physically abused by this family, by this father, by them lovers, or by people you dated. She was being abused by everybody. This is the lengths they went to. This is how magic. This is how magical she was. This is the lengths they went to, people. Now they're all wishing for their deaths, though. Now they're all depressed. Some of them even got sick with COVID, right? Some of them even got sick, right? Now they're paranoid because they did all of this to take you out. Now they paranoid that somebody might take them out. Somebody's even hoping that they're the ones that go next. People in your family have been doing this shit to people to usurp their destiny, their energy up off of them, their wealth, insurance money, all that stuff. And that trooper that found the car was involved in the cover up. He's depressed now. He's going through things. They could all be going through financial hardships. The medical examiner or coroner was paid off. People was paid off to say that things coincided with the narrative of that car accident. When all actuality, they drove her car off of a cliff. They had her car the entire time she went missing. They had her car. She went missing on August 8th. They tried to use her as some sort of energetic sacrifice because of the Leo Lionsgate portal. They used that portal that day. They used that portal to try to offer her up energetically or try to steal her powers. They were trying to steal her gifts, her powers. Okay? And that's crazy because this is the same day that I had to report that August 8th or this Leo Lionsgate. I had to report it in Alicia Navarro's reading that she passed that day, that she aged out of whatever they were doing, and that she passed on that day. They were trying. People were making energetic sacrifices that day, sacrificing divine beings for that during that portal to try to usurp their power. And now they're all under karmic judgment. They're all having money problems. They're all having problems with family. They're all receiving unwanted attention. All the heartache and heartbreak that they tried to cause this young lady, they are now praying for their own departure. Or they're all now suicidal, quite possibly. You can hear stuff happening to these people. Or it might be reported in the news, stuff happening to these people. So, there you have it. Has the truth expressed tonight, is it satisfying to Miss Jolissa Fuentes? Hopefully the truth coming out about your departure or what truly happened can allow your soul more growth, more expansion, more freedom, peace and love and light unto your soul. I'm happy to be a conduit to be able to get your message out here. She wanted me to be able to tell her story. She wanted other divine beings to be warned. Because some of us know intuitively what's going on and we try to talk ourselves out of our own. Look, you see that, right? How did that happen and how did it land up there? We try to talk ourselves out of our own magic, out of our own power, out of our own intuition, and it is time to stop doing that. Okay? It is our intuition that may save our very lives. Okay? Look at how that just happened. I've never seen nothing like that before. Peace and love supreme to you, all divine beings. Hope that the message was helpful. Please smash the like button and show Miss Jolissa Fuentes love. Peace and love supreme unto the light of her soul, and peace and love supreme unto all the divine beings. Good night.